In everything, give thanks. If you're religious, I'm sure you understand or you have heard that phrase before. I'm more spiritual, not as religious, but I'm thankful that I can actually look back on this one day and be like, bro, what were you doing? Because this is some of the worst trading you will ever see in your life. And I already know people are going to come into the comment section and be like, what are you doing, bro? Why are you losing so much? Why are you taking these trades? Just stop after one trade. Bro, you took 19 trades today. What do you like? I already know that's already going to happen. And honestly, you're right. Like these are absolutely terrible trades. I actually took a good trade. So real quick, we'll kind of go over it and then we'll kind of talk about like my emotions because I keep getting my own way. This is a result. I mean, look, I literally moved my personal daily loss limit because we were just a few points away from my target, didn't hit it, and we dropped all the way down. I took multiple trades today too, and it was the result of this because I tilted. I really wanted to win today. My emotions came back to bite me in terms of wanting the money, wanting to win, wanting to make back previous losses, and it got to me today. It got to me today, and I did not trade stoically, right? And it's my fault. It's absolutely my fault, and I'm glad that I can laugh at this, right? Especially after yesterday's video too. Yesterday I felt so good. Like I took a loss. It was a perfect loss. I wanted that trade. On any other day, I would have won. Today it was a winner, right? Where we took a very similar trade too where at the time we were heading lower, so we were bearish, but I knew that if we could reverse off of high volume, I would like to take it. I took it, end up making an emotional decision to stop myself out again, which I'm just struggling with. The trade ended up being a winner. End up jumping back in. I'm winning. Come up here. I literally just wanted a few more ticks. And I said to myself, be strong, be strong, be strong. Nope. Came back down to break even. And then I just ended up tilting. And as you can see, this is what happened here. So, what can I do? There's so many. Like, it's honestly just my fault. It's up to me. I'm about to blow another funded account. I have just not. This month has just been my worst month as a trader. It really has been. In the full year that I have been trading, this has been my worst month aside from like the first month that I started trading, which was last November. Aside from that month, this has been my worst month trading. I just cannot seem to get things down. I cannot seem to get things on point. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, technically Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for me. I had great winners. Either I didn't size properly or I let my winner run and it came back and it took less profit, or I closed the trade out early. And all of these emotional decisions that I made this week has led up to this point where it's just festered and built up. And something I was thinking about too, even though I was so happy about yesterday's trade and how well it went and how I was like, yeah, this is a green box for me, and how I took a perfect setup and it just didn't work. I think that was the first time I felt that, so that's why I was so happy and emotional about it. But like looking back on it, even before I traded today, I was like, I was probably too emotional about that. Because now coming into today, I thought I would come in with no fear, and actually I did come in with no fear. But as the trade started playing out, as I sized, right, I wanted to size heavy, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and it started coming back on me. That's when I started having that fear again, right? Not because the trade setup was poor, but because now, after this whole week of trading where I started off well and I have this revelation yesterday, I wanted to capitalize on it. I wanted to win from it. I wanted to be like, this is a new Victor. This is a new me where I'm like, okay, like, We're going to win now. I'm thinking that whatever happened yesterday and that realization is going to translate to winning. And it's not. And it resulted in me having probably my worst day trading, maybe close to my worst day trading out of the year so far. And it happens. It happens. I understand why it happened today. It's inexcusable. It's not something that should be happening. It's not something that I should be proud of. Obviously, I'm not. But it happened today. And again, I already know people are going to be like, I guess I don't really care what people say. You have to look at it objectively, right? Like people are going to say certain things and you have to determine whether it's right or wrong, you know? But there's a lot that I can learn. There's a lot that I can do. It's one of those things where I also I think I said this in the previous video, but I want to be a good example of what you should do in trading. And today was an absolute prime example of what not to do. And I also want to be able to bounce back from this and say, this is how you handle losses. I was just saying this on Twitter a couple days ago now. I was saying that I don't remember the context, but I was saying that I love seeing good traders lose because it shows me how to be able to handle a loss. It shows me how they emotionally handle losing, how they emotionally handle a trade going against them, how they emotionally handle a trade being a few ticks away from their take profit and then end up coming back to break even or losing. Like, I get to see all of that because for myself, I don't have a mentor. I don't have anyone teaching me how to trade. It's just me, right? Obviously, I've learned from people on YouTube. I've learned from guys like Cami Capital, Nick for a Tick, all these other volume profile traders. And I've learned from them. And I learned from people in my Discord. Shortbus is one of those guys. Whoever else has inspired me as well. I've learned from so many people. But there are only certain things that you come across in your trading journey that you just have to be able to get over. Like, and I think too, again, coming into the whole social media aspect, I was watching Hope's YouTube video, which I'll link her channel in the description. Her channel is called Diary of a Novice Trader, and one of the things she was saying in her most recent video was it's so hard coming on here and documenting your trades and showing your trades because you know that like if you're losing, people are going to say something and they're going to tell you trade like this or do that or whatever the case may be. But it's like it's so funny to me sometimes where it's like as a trader, especially as a beginning trader, did you not go through those same things? Now, some people don't. Some people, right off the bat, like maybe initially the first few months, like they're not good, but then after that, they're just on it with their psychology, they're on it with their trading. But for the most part, we all go through days like these. We all go through things like these. So I think a lot of people don't either they forget, right? Especially if they're a profitable trader, which most people who are coming into the comments section, they're not profitable traders. People who are not who don't have your best interest at heart, I should say, because a lot of people in the comment section are so supportive. But I mean, like people who just come in and say that you're a bad trader or you suck or things like that. Most likely, again, I don't know for sure, but most likely it's like they themselves are also struggling. They themselves are also not able to handle their emotions. They themselves are also on their own journey as well, right? So for myself, I'm just like, I get it, but what use is it telling someone, which again, they probably already know, right? The person who's making the video, the person who's posting the content, they probably already know where they went wrong. They probably already know that they were emotional or they were taking bad trades or whatever on their blow up days, right? There are some times where I take a trade and I'm like, oh shoot, like I thought it was a good trade, but it's not. And then someone in the comment section ends up saying like, hey, like look at this or try this or whatever. And it actually helps, you know? But on days like today, there's nothing that someone will say that will completely like change, like, oh wow, this is something I should have done. It's like I already know, if that makes sense. It's like I already know what I should have done. I think today I just got in my own way where if I just stuck to my original thesis of being bearish, then this would have been probably an extremely profitable trade. We would have won. It would have been like really quick. I would have been like, wow, like everything's changed. The mindset is really good, blah, blah, blah. But like that didn't happen. And I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust my setup. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. It was a good trade coming off Friday value area low, coinciding with current session value area low, but it's not my trade. And that's what got me. So even though I've lost about the same amount as I did last week, it's this day, all of these days, including this $600 loss day, these are all green days for me because I did everything I wanted to do. It's so funny how one bad day can just like change the trajectory of your mindset and how you're feeling and everything that you're doing because for the most part, for 4 days out of this week, I've traded so well. And for one day, the day that I just decide that I'm just gonna do what I want and not follow my rules to a T and not do everything I'm supposed to do ends up leading to another crash out day. This month has been a struggle bus for so many people. It's not just me. But what is the difference between me on this day compared to the last 4 days or to someone else who is struggling right now? For a profitable trader who's struggling right now, and for myself for the last 4 days, the difference between that version of myself and those people compared to me today is the fact that those people and myself included for the last 4 days have been following their rules and doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. And today I did not do that. I completely strayed away from that and it ended up in a horrible day where I just broke everything in the rule book, where I'm about to blow this account, and where I'm ruining over the fact that if I had just done what I was supposed to do, it would have been fine. So, anyway, I know this video is all over the place. I want to say um, that this is a good lesson and a good turning point for me where I just need to be better. I just need to be better. I already know that, but it is hard. It's tough. Obviously, I don't want to um, come on here as well, right? This is my own personal journal too, so it's myself speaking to myself and listening back to myself and how I felt. But I don't want to come on here and be like, oh, well, work has been tough and work has been getting to me and work has been like this. It's true. Work has been hard. It's been difficult, short staffed. I'm one of the physical therapists that knows how to do so many things there. So it's like I have to manage many different things. My boss, I don't want to say he throws me into things, but he trusts me to be able to go into certain areas, especially if someone calls out or someone's not there, someone's sick and I'm coming home late from work and like then it's like you come into your second full-time job as a trader, right? Because even though I don't trade full-time, I do trade full-time, right? And then you come on here and then you have the added pressure of wanting to do well, wanting to show people that you're doing well, even though this is my own personal journal. And you're documenting the journey every single day and it's tough. It weighs on you. You have bills to pay, you have people to take care of, you have, your own emotions at hand as well, right? If someone, you know, has a difficult day at work, do you take that home? Do you bring that home? Right? And being able to handle all of those things, all of those emotions, it can be hard, it can be tough. And I just want to be able to show people that this is what trading is really like when you're going from unprofitable to profitable. This is all training for me. This is all practice, right? I want 2026 to be my best trading year ever, um, until 2027. But I want to end this year on a good note, knowing that I am stronger and better heading into the new year. And days like these are going to happen. Even next year, days like these are going to happen. I don't want to shy away from it. I don't want to hide from it. I don't want to be that person that glosses over what happened today. It was an absolutely terrible day for me. And it's inexcusable and it shouldn't happen. But it doesn't mean that I'm a bad trader. It doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing. It means that I just need to fix this one issue in my trading. And I'm going to keep coming back every single day. I'm going to keep documenting every single day. I'm going to show that transition. I'm going to show how I was able to overcome it. I'm going to show the mistakes even after the fact because they will happen. And I'm going to show almost the beginning because I started this channel in April till when I do become a consistently profitable trader so people can look back and know how I did it. And I'm probably, once that happens, I'll probably make a playlist of my greatest hits, which means that the days or the videos that I think contributed the most on my journey. So that way people can literally start from the beginning and watch it till the end and be like, wow, like this is something that's inspiring, hopefully. I hope people say that, but I want to be able to do that. So, anyway, I've been waffling so long. Before today, one of the things I really wanted to, one of the things I wanted to talk about, obviously it's Friday, so I do a lot of shout outs and stuff. And I'm really happy about people coming into the Discord and posting on Centurion highlights and stuff. Um, and I think the wins are great. I really do. But one of the things, and I think it's a perfect time to talk about this, but one of the things is people don't. This is Jake's payout. This is so awesome. John as well. Um, Dantas trades. Shouts out to Alex getting a new account too. But one of the things that people don't talk about is their losses. It is so hard. And I just want to say thanks so much to anyone who has talked about their losing and has shown their losing as well because it is so difficult. Short Bus, he said, gotta show the losses for today. Not proud of it, but just don't want to hide from it, hoping this will help motivate me to make it back the right way. Josh also showed his losses this week too, right? How it's been a tough week for him. Obviously, it's been a tough week for me. I think I've had a worse week than anyone. But people don't ever want to show their losses. No one does. I have to say that. No one ever wants to show this. No one ever wants to show the tough days. No one ever wants to be vulnerable in that way. And I don't blame anyone for that. I don't blame anyone for not coming on here and coming on here like everyone has a YouTube channel, but for not going on social media and being like, hey guys, like I'm struggling. This is my week. This is what's going on. Like all you see are the wins. If you're listening up until this point, I appreciate you, by the way, because I know this is a long video, but like you guys know what it's like. You know what it's like. You know what it is when you go on social media, you go on Twitter, you go on, I don't know, Facebook, Reddit, wherever, whatever social media you use, YouTube as well, and you see these finsters, these influencers, these people, financial gurus, these gurus, all of these people showing how you can make $10,000 a month, how you can make 50K a month, how you can, and like, oh, I had a winning day of blah 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 blah, or how I made all those videos that say how I made 10K today, or how I made $5,000 in 5 minutes. Like all of these videos, some of them like legit, some of them are legit, but for the most part, those people they will not come on here and show the losses, show the tilt days, show the days that they actually lose because it discredits them, it devalues their social media account, right? Especially if they're selling courses, if they're selling a lifestyle, a dream, whatever the case may be, they are not showing you the realness of trading, how difficult it can be, how it can be so hard on your mental, on your psyche, how just one day can lead to you spiraling, just how hard it can be to stay on this on the straight and narrow path that you're supposed to. It's like you're riding a bike on this small lane, and there's a lane here, and they're both for cars, and like literally you just swerve a little bit and you hit the car on the left, and you swerve a little bit and you hit the car on the right. Like it is so hard. And I don't want anyone coming to trading or, you know, being a trader for a while and having a losing streak and feeling like they suck because, oh, I can't get a win. Like, no, you don't suck. You're completely fine. This is normal. Even the tilt days are normal. Why? Because we are human. But the goal is to be able to limit them as much as possible. For myself, I have two tilt days under my belt this month, and it was today and it was earlier this month. And that's a lot for me because I usually don't do that. I usually have like maybe one every other month. And for me to have two is showing me that I am constantly breaking myself down and trying to get through that adversity and trying to improve myself, that I'm hitting wall after wall after wall. And when you're breaking yourself down, you will go through so much in your journey, whether it's just in life in general or whether it's in trading, you will go through so much as you're constantly trying to improve. It's like you're shedding your skin. You're trying to take away all of the bad, but at the end of the day, you will come out so much better. I promise you, you will. I promise you, you will. But it is so difficult and it is so hard, and I don't want people to think that this is something that's supposed to be easy or you're supposed to be winning every single day like what you see on social media. You're not. And you will have blow up days. You will go into your account, tweak your personal daily loss limit. You will tilt. You will crash out. But how often does that happen? Is that happening every single day or is that happening every now and then? If it's happening every day, you need to figure out your emotions. If it's happening once a month, you need to figure out why is it happening that once a month. And that's what I need to do as well. So I'll end the video there because I need to take the time to meditate and figure out why this is happening to me, why I have these days, because I don't want them to happen anymore. And I know it will, but today is November 20th. So I want to be able to say that the last time or the next time that this happens is months from now, not weeks from now, not December 20th. You know what I mean? Whew. Anyway, spoke a lot today, had a lot of stuff to say. I rambled a lot. I appreciate you guys for watching, though. This is, like I said, this is some of the worst trading you will see, but it's going to be so funny to be able to look back on this, when I'm doing so much better and say, hey, look how much better you've improved since then, Vic. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are having uh, a good Friday and a great weekend as well. Um, we will bounce back stronger from this. I just need to go back to the drawing board and figure out why this one day happened after a full week of doing great. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.